Rutgers superstar freshman Kiyomi McMiller has decided to transfer to Penn State.
We're calling the plays, all right?
You got to listen and you got to execute.
I already feel good about me. I'm good.
Just call it.
What's going on? This is Coach Marcus for Pro Fan Talk, and we have some breaking news coming down from the NCAA women's basketball. Rutgers superstar freshman Kiyomi McMiller has decided to transfer to Penn State. Now, she was clearly a talented but controversial freshman. The girl's got crazy handles and crazy skills, and she was doing a lot of things, but it wasn't amounting to much. Rutgers was still getting blasted, and things came to a head earlier in the season when she got sat down before they were supposed to play USC and Juju Watkins. And it was a coach's decision, so I'm just going to assume that something happened in practice. Maybe she got into it with the coach. I don't know. But she puts this message out on, I believe this was her Instagram. And it says, "To my fans, I would like to apologize to my fans. I will not be playing in today's game versus USC, which is number 4 in the country. This decision was made by my head coach, Coquest Washington. Thank you for your continued support." Now, first of all, she's a true freshman, and she's, to my fans, like she's an all-pro. But that is the world that we live in now with the NIL and stuff like that. This is why I'm making this video, because the NIL and these kids can just jump ship. I don't know how much money she was getting paid. I don't know what Penn State is going to pay her to move. But Penn State is not a winning program. So a lot of people are curious as to why she would make that move to that team. Now, there is some ego involved. Maybe she thinks she's going to become a big fish in a big pond. They're in the same conference. Rutgers and Penn State was in the same conference, and neither one of them did anything. And Penn State lost a lot of their players to the transfer portal too. I think they had maybe 1 or 2 players that stayed. So they are in the rebuild. I don't know why she chose Penn State. Maybe Penn State's ponying up the money. Maybe she just sees it as a situation where she'll be able to go somewhere and do what she wants because the team is so bad. I don't know. Here's another situation where when the season comes around next year, I'm going to be watching because I want to see what this girl can do. I didn't see her a lot when she played for Rutgers. I saw that one viral clip that everybody saw where she did the behind the back spin move and just went past the girl. But I also saw when they show a barrage of her clips, a montage of her highlights. I also saw a lot of her teammates just standing around with the body language like, I know I'm not going to get the ball because she going to do everything. And I'm not saying that in a good way. There's some situations where your teammates will find you, let you do what you do best. This was not that case. This was hands on the hips, arms folded, because they knew, like, all right, here she go again. She going to take over. And that's what I think may have been the problem with the coach. And I did a video about this. What is a coach supposed to do in a situation when the player is not following the protocol? When the player is not following what the coach is trying to lay out to make the team better? What is the coach supposed to do? And I remember saying they sat her down for the USC game. This is a girl that wants to measure herself up to Juju Watkins, arguably the best player in the country at that time. And your coach denied you that. I had a problem with that. But I understood you can't, the inmates can't run the asylum. So what do you do as a coach? Now she's in a bad situation because you're clearly your best player from Rutgers has transferred out of there because they didn't like the way the coach was handling things. The coach has to handle things because she's the coach. She's responsible for everybody on that team. But now you got rid of the problem, but are you going to win? Is making that decision going to cost that coach her job? Unless she gets another playmaker that can help that team win, it just might. That's the dilemma that exists now in college basketball. We'll be watching Penn State next year because I want to see what she's going to do. just like I'll be watching TCU with Olivia Miles and wherever Malaysia Fawali decides to go. Because just because you go somewhere else and you want to be the big dog somewhere else doesn't mean it's going to happen like that. So we'll see what happens.